Rufus slammed the 2008 budget, describing it as a karaoke budget, financial adventurism, and one that showed little social conscience. But the MP says he would not vote against the governing party to which he belongs. In his budget presentation, Busquet said history will show that he stood up when everyone else remained rooted in their seats. That, he said, would be his legacy. But he says that legacy will not include voting against his party.
I belong to the party, the government party. I did not feel that by voting against it, it would have made a difference to the outcome because the numbers are clearly on the government side. But so I felt that, look, I'm not going to vote for it because obviously I don't believe in it, but I will not go down as having voted against my party and my government. I would not have gone down because had it been a situation where two other people were willing to vote down the budget, I certainly would have voted against it.
Busquet says there was celebration in Choiseul after his budget presentation last week. His constituents are satisfied that he represented their interests after being shortchanged for a long time. But Busquet says there should be no negative fallout for his constituents. He says as a backbencher, he has no loyalty to cabinet, and Prime Minister Stephenson King knew he would be no automatic supporter of the estimates.
My loyalty is to St. Lucia, and I think the Prime Minister understands that. In fact, I told the Prime Minister very clearly from day one that he should not at any point in time expect to just put a budget in my face and expect me to just automatically rubber stamp it with an eye. I had no intention of doing that. I intended to hear what he had to say and to judge it and comment on it based on its merit and how I saw it as an individual. And I did so, and I don't expect that that will be the case. Certainly if that's the case, it's going to create a considerable amount of difficulty in St. Lucia because I will not tolerate the victimization of the people whom I represent.
The MP's harsh criticism in the House of Assembly may be a first, but St. Lucia can look forward to more from him in the future. Busquet is not happy with government's policy direction and will be a thorn in the government's side until the necessary action is taken. He says all St. Lucians should be part of this move.
I'm concerned by the fact that the persons who are really instituting that policy are not people who are going to have to face the electorate and are working on their own agenda. And I believe that it would be remiss of me to simply sit there and say, look, it's okay, you know, maybe I won't be here either. Somebody's got to pay for it. St. Lucians have got to pay for it. So it's not my fight. It's the country's fight. It's St. Lucians' fight. And St. Lucians must make their voices heard on this matter because the government needs to rethink its policies at this point in time.
Busquet says many of his colleagues understood the reasons for his stance on the budget and the real governance of St. Lucia. He says as members of cabinet, it would have been difficult for them to adopt a similar stance. The Choiseul MP says the onus is now on those ministers to decide how much longer they will continue to tolerate inconsistencies with the real governance of the country. Alison Kentish, HTS News, Channel 4.